The majority of us are caught in the rhythm of modern hustle culture. We dutifully dedicate 5 days of our week to work, showing up for our employers, our clients, our responsibilities. And then we're left with 2 precious days to claim as our own. But are they really ours? For most of us, weekends aren't spent in rest or joy or soft moments of stillness. Instead, they're consumed by errands, social catch-up, family obligations, housework, and all the little things that don't get done Monday through Friday. Yes, all these things we do are for our personal lives, but they're not necessarily restful. They're not recovery. And so, by the time Sunday evening rolls around, anxiety begins to stir. The whisper starts. Did I do enough? Did I forget something? There's no more time left for me. This is the beginning of the Sunday spiral, a mix of guilt, worry, and urgency that creeps in just when we need peace the most. Over time, this feeling can take a toll. It may show up as a tight chest, a racing mind, or a sense of irritability you can't quite explain. Sometimes it drives you to your screen, doom scrolling Instagram, TikTok, or emails in a last-ditch attempt to claim your downtime, to feel like you're doing something just for yourself. But instead of fulfillment, it leaves you feeling more empty. You didn't rest, you didn't reset, and the chores are still there. And then the cycle continues. A weekend spent trying to catch up leads to a Sunday spent spiraling, which bleeds into a Monday that starts with tension instead of intention. But it doesn't have to stay this way. For me, the spiral used to start around 4 p.m. every Sunday. It was subtle at first, just a restless energy I couldn't place. I'd look at the clock and think, there's only a few hours left. And suddenly, I'd feel like I hadn't used the weekend right, like I should have been more productive, more social, more something. So I'd pick up my phone, scroll, compare, see other people's perfect Sunday routines, their clean homes, their meal prep, their self-care rituals, and I'd feel behind, like I had wasted time. Even if I had done a dozen things, they didn't feel like the right things. And then came the guilt. Guilt for not resting, guilt for not doing more, guilt for not feeling ready for Monday. But here's what I've learned. I am not like the social media influencers I see. I'm not even like my best friends. I don't fit into a mold. My life is unique to me. Who says my house has to look as spotless as theirs? Who says I have to meal prep on Sunday? I am in control of my life. I can set my own routines and standards for my home. With this mindset, and taking the steps I'll talk about later in this video, I began to see the glass half full at 4 p.m. on Sundays. Instead of panicking, I'd open my windows, feel the breeze come in, and just be. After all, it still was Sunday, and Monday hasn't come yet. I just let it all go. What's done is done, it is what it is, and that's perfectly fine. The Sunday spiral is a signal, not a sentence. It's your mind and body whispering that they need care, not correction. So how do we soften the spiral? First, let's name the feeling. Sometimes just saying, "This is the Sunday spiral," out loud gives it less power. Naming it helps you realize you're not broken. You're just human, feeling the pressure of an imbalanced rhythm. Second, create a Sunday wind-down ritual. Instead of letting Sunday night fill with guilt and chaos, choose one gentle thing that signals to your nervous system, it's safe to let go now. This could be lighting a candle and journaling for 5 minutes, taking a warm shower and putting your phone away early, sitting in silence with your hand over your heart, or listening to calming music while prepping your space for the week. The ritual doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be yours. Third, schedule time that's just for you. Too often, we leave me time to chance and then feel frustrated when it never happens. Instead, treat it like any other commitment. Block off time in your weekend, even just 30 minutes. That's non-negotiable. This is your space to rest, walk, paint, read, or do nothing at all. Put it on your calendar. Let the people in your life know. Protect it gently, like it matters, because it does. Fourth, lower the bar on purpose. You don't need to squeeze 7 days of life into 2. Maybe the house doesn't get cleaned this week. Maybe the laundry piles up. Maybe that text reply waits a little bit longer. Maybe you cancel dinner plans that feel obligatory. Give yourself permission to do less. Trade the full checklist for just 1 to 2 meaningful intentions, and let that be enough. Lastly, practice a Sunday Sigh. As a side note, I'll be posting a separate mini Sunday Sigh guide in the future. But here's the gist. When all else feels heavy, come back to your breath. 1 deep inhale, 1 long, soft exhale. Let it be a reset, a reminder. You're not behind, you're not failing. You're simply tired, and it's okay to rest. Your days don't have to be perfect. There's no magical sequence that erases the demands of life, but there is a path to peace. It starts with gentleness, and it continues with intention, and it grows with each moment you choose softness over spiral. Mai Penrai, let it go, let it be, and let yourself begin again next week from a place of care, not pressure.